there was a pattern here. Didn't they see it?
Victims sharing their stories after they say they were sexually abused by former Bayshore third grade teacher Tom Bernagozzi.
Why? Why did the school system push that under the rug? Why didn't they continue to look into it?
The allegations brought to light by a Newsday investigation into the more than 200 lawsuits against Long Island school districts under the Child Victims Act. Bernagozzi at the center of 45 of them. Tom Bernagozzi taught for 30 years at Bayshore's Gardner Manor and Mary G. Clarkson elementary schools. According to the lawsuits, there are allegations against him during every year of his career except one. The district has countersued Bernagozzi in all 45 cases, saying he should be held responsible, but victims and former administrators say they made the district aware of what was going on. Claire Lenz, who now lives in Florida, was hired as principal at Gardner Manor in 1994. In sworn testimony obtained by Newsday, Lenz says she immediately heard rumors about Mr. Bernagozzi and witnessed troubling behavior in the classroom herself, including young boys sitting on his lap. She says she informed the superintendent, at the time, Evelyn Holman, and 2 years into the job, Lenz was fired.
She didn't want anything to take away from the image of the district, so it was easier to get rid of me than him.
Superintendent Holman remembers it differently. We tried to contact her multiple times, even going to her home, but no answer. Eventually, she spoke to Newsday by phone and said although she knew of the allegations, she claims there was nothing she could do if parents wouldn't put their complaints in writing.
I regret having any little kid hurt, of course. Of course, I took it very seriously, and I certainly tried to deal with it as much as I possibly could.
Court records and school documents show a series of continued complaints over the years among different administrations. But at the time, Bernagozzi was revered as the best teacher in town.
It's a huge tear in the fabric of our community.
Tanya Weiss was in Mr. Bernagozzi's class and knows many of the men who say they were victims. To show their support, she and a few friends organized a candlelight vigil. People who live in the community are now demanding accountability.
What's the new policy? What are the new procedures? What has happened to show the community that the kids are safe and it's different now?
I have third graders in the district at that school, in that building. So I want to see that they're, making changes, that this kind of thing will never happen again.
The district and its board members say they are constrained and unable to comment on the lawsuits and the allegations against Bernagozzi. The first trial in the 45 lawsuits is set to begin in April. Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Egeland.